Yeah, it's given us another 15 minutes.
All right.
So
nice.
we could just we could literally just do this,
Nice.
and then you could take the audio clips and
Yeah.
put them in whatever editor you use,
That
and then
works.
just put them
More.
together. So yeah,
So this is gonna work. Heck yeah.
yeah. That's like there's no point in upgrading other than it'll probably give you more features. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay.
More features. It'll probably give us more tracks right there.
Yeah.
But, we're back.
So yeah,
Let's get
we could just
right into
record this 4 times.
Yeah.
About.
And that'll be an hour.
An hour about.
Yeah. Should we?
Might be a little bit less.
Yeah. Should we even have that much of a podcast?
I don't know
Should
that.
we-
I mean,
with Bron's
I used to listen to
episode,
this.
we gotta do an hour.
I like. Well, I used to listen to podcasts while I was working.
Oh yeah, that's
And-
what I do too. Like while I'm playing a game or something, that's what we'll do.
Oh,
Like,
no,
listen to a podcast.
Okay, yeah. People always listen to music while they're playing games. I can't stand it.
Why
I have
not?
to be
I am
hearing
focused
stuff
on
because
but-
I'm not that good. So I probably. But yeah.
Probably, and some people are like hardcore gamers are just jamming out. They
Yeah,
can
I
do it with their
just
eyes closed.
that's just me.
on
I
their back.
can't. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I listen to podcasts all the time, and these podcasts were like an hour and a half each time.
and
so.
they actually had something interesting to say.
Yeah,
too.
there was one time
you gotta like have.
I'm trying to remember what he was talking about, but it was really interesting. I think he was talking about like college, but he lived in Canada, and he was talking about like his life in college and stuff, and it was really, really interesting. And I used to do that all the time, but then he stopped making podcasts. I was like, oh
that
man.
sucks. Yeah, so
I don't know.
maybe
if he's
people
brought
will
back.
think our lives are interesting. I don't know.
So
Small town enterprise.
So what are your
Not really.
if this podcast becomes popular? What,
Why'd you look back?
I thought I heard something.
What?
If this podcast
Yeah.
becomes popular, what would you want to do with it?
Yeah, if it becomes popular, it's a big if. But if it did become popular, then I'd probably like try to get the mayor on here or something, and then
The mayor.
like, yes, bring like big people, you know, maybe even like a mini celebrity, like Cameron Tulane or Jazz on here.
They
I don't live in Tennessee, but
yeah
they
she
have
was
to come
Tennessee.
back for something, right? Because like the
You
parents
know
are
what
there.
I found out?
Yeah.
One of my friends at girls camp, they said like some I wouldn't say famous YouTuber, but well known person down in St. George's, a YouTuber,
Oh,
came
seriously?
to their girls camp, and it was a girl.
Wait,
So
there's-
maybe if this becomes popular,
get somebody, that person from St. George. Yeah, that's what I was like thinking. Is there anybody famous in St. George that we could like
I don't know.
bring here, or even Cedar?
I don't know. We just have to see.
I don't know.
'Cause
That'd be cool though, but it's probably isn't gonna get popular.
You don't know that.
Right. And
Honestly-
we need to get like sponsors and stuff.
Yeah, my opinion,
gonna
the
make
best podcasts are when they just talk about random stuff.
That's true. Yeah.
Like that's
Off
what
the
made that
go.
podcast that I listened to so good is
Yeah,
because
it's
they
just so random.
he would
Funny.
just pick random topics. People would say what topics we would talk about, and they would
Yeah.
just talk about them, and it was fun to hear it.
Good.
And he would get special guest stars every once in a while.
Yeah,
Sometimes it
that's
would just be
what I'm saying. Yeah.
yeah.
It could just be us, like whatever.
That's why it's just us beginning. Well,
Yeah.
Brock's gonna be
Very
on the next
first
one. Right?
podcast,
Well,
yeah.
Kendall Gardner.
Kendall
We're
Gardner.
getting the-
I know. Why isn't his like channel BG? Like.
Well,
why is it
his
Kendall
his
Gardner?
actual name is Kendall.
Oh.
I think his
yeah.
middle name is Brock
Oh, really?
or something like that.
I mean, like everybody.
I don't-
calls
we,
him Brock.
we should ask him about that tomorrow.
We should. Yeah, that's the question we should write down.
Okay, we'll ask him about that. But yeah, his actual name is Kendall Gardner.
Yeah. So on his merch, go buy his merch.
Yeah, KG.
And
It actually looks
stores
pretty
now.
sick.
It does.
You know what that font reminds me of, kind of?
What?
Have you seen you've seen the movie Bohemian Rhapsody?
Oh yeah.
That font in the
Of course.
beginning when it shows the title in the beginning, it reminds me of that font. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Huh?
But if he did that on purpose.
I don't know. He loves that. He loves the
He
movie as
does?
much as I do. He loves.
Oh
the
man,
song
we could
too.
talk about that tomorrow too.
Oh yeah,
I've seen
what's your favorite?
movie.
What's your favorite song and why?
The favorite song by Queen? Or
No, just favorite song in general.
Oh, that's a big question, man. That's what Brock actually wanted me to talk about tomorrow too. He was like texting me, if you want me to talk a lot, then talk about movies, songs, or something like that. But my favorite song, there's so many, you know.
Yeah.
But hold on. It's
Not
gonna
good in
take
a
like
biscuit.
a second. No, I got this. I know what it is. It's hold up.
Got a lot of favorites.
I do. This is crazy. Okay, it's On Again by Kendrick Lamar and Alicia Keys.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah, it was on the Spider-Man 2 soundtrack, like the
Far away.
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Far,
Not
far away.
very-
I
Far,
keep
far
sa-
away.
I keep saying
What?
I keep saying
No.
I've seen a lot of Shrek too.
Really?
And,
okay, so he's not
Far
Spider-Man
from
2.
home and far,
He's
far
from
away. That keeps. Oh my god.
No, dude. But have you seen Far From Home though?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you haven't?
I have
Dude, it's
not.
actually really good. I'm not even lying.
I
Not
bet.
just saying
I've heard
this
that it's
'cause-
really good.
Yeah, it's like I didn't expect that. I just expected another Homecoming, just another like filler Marvel thing, you know,
Yeah.
like Captain Marvel. Was.
I haven't finished Homecoming either. I
You
saw like
haven't?
I saw like the first half of
Yeah,
it.
dude.
I don't know. I'm not that into. I mean,
Marvel
the Marvel
movies?
movies are good. I
They're,
really like them.
Super good.
But I
can go
don't have
all
the
day.
time or the energy to really just
For an
purposely
hour
go out
movie.
and try to find it.
Yeah.
I know. When I watched Infinity War, I was like, wow, that's pretty good. Then I watched
Yeah.
Endgame, and I was like, wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
And so I kind of want to go back and
See everything
just
that
go through
happened.
the whole thing, you know,
Yeah.
in order. You know,
Yeah.
starting with Captain America and finishing
Mhm.
with Far From Home.
Yeah, that stuff.
Because
was
doesn't that one
crazy.
take place after Endgame?
Yeah, Far From Home takes right after Endgame, and like, I'll give you no spoilers of Children.
Oh, the last time you said that, you spoiled Endgame.
I
for
really
me.
okay. This time I'm actually not gonna spoil it. Okay, but it starts out just like right after Endgame, like you know that scene with Peter like in high school, and he finds Ned.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it like starts right there.
Oh,
Man, that's
yeah.
Far From Home. And then he's like, I gotta go on vacation. I've done too much. I just got back, fight Thanos, you know, stuff like that. He's like, Iron Man's dead. I'm so sad. So he's like,
Okay,
right.
there might be some
And he
people
goes-
that have.
Oh yeah,
has not seen Endgame.
Oh, true. I mean, if you haven't seen Endgame by now, this is your fault, man.
Yeah. Like I said, from all the memes and all the
Oh, you've already
spoilers,
been spoiled.
I knew exactly what Endgame was going to do before I even watched it.
Yeah. Everybody survives.
But honestly, if I'm being completely honest,
yeah.
spoilers do nothing because I still like to see the movie, and I still
honestly,
the movie,
you don't
like,
know,
it
like,
doesn't
everything
change.
that happens. There's like, how do you spoil 3 hours?
yeah.
You can't spoil all of the 3
But
hours.
but yeah, I just
Yeah. Like you said, there's still some stuff that surprised you.
yeah,
when
like
you
I
watched
didn't
it.
know that Captain. Maybe I shouldn't say it.
Should
I
I
say it?
should, dude. It's
Okay.
been like 2
Yeah,
months.
probably. I didn't know that Captain America was going to pick up Thor's hammer.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
remember when we saw it, I was freaking
Yeah,
out.
you were like, whoa!
Because don't you have to be worthy?
Yeah,
with
you
Thor?
do. So Captain America.
But I did remember from Age of
Combo.
Ultron that when they did that thing to see who could
Oh,
lift Thor's hammer,
yeah.
he was the only
He,
one
like,
that could make
budged
it
it.
budge a little bit.
Yeah, and some people have theories like he didn't want to embarrass Thor, so he's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna do this right now."
Well, I bet he didn't. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
I feel like maybe when he picked up Thor's hammer, he realized it was like the last resort.
Yeah,
basically,
so I
to see if
have
he
to
could.
do this.
He's got to try to
Sorry,
at
Thor.
least try, and he picks it up and
Yeah.
hits Thanos.
Oh, I just comboed him, man. It's like
That battle
shield.
scene at the end of the movie. Do you know how long that is?
how long is
It's
it?
like 35 minutes.
Really?
It's crazy.
Yeah,
That's probably what made the movie so long.
probably.
But
30.
man, that movie was great.
It's good. Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel, man, they did a fantastic job.
They make bangers after bangers.
The
man.
Russo brothers, man, those
I know.
guys, they
but
did a
aren't they
fantastic.
done now? So the Russos, that was their last movie. So.
Well, did they not make?
They didn't make Far From Home.
Did they just make the Avengers?
Yeah, they just made the Avengers movie, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, Kevin Feige made the first Avengers movie, and then the Russo brothers made the second and third one, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they made the fourth one too.
Yeah, the fourth one.
They didn't make any other Marvel movies.
I know they have.
They had to have.
Where Tiki made Ragnarok. Watiti. I don't know. It's kind of hard to keep track of what directors do.
Yeah.
What director's in charge of what.
So
That's crazy. What's your favorite song, huh?
Oh, Bohemian Rhapsody. By
Oh
far.
yeah, and, of course, your favorite movie, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody. I don't know.
But-
Besides that, The Martian. The Martian's a really good
Martian.
movie.
Oh, that is a pretty
Tron Legacy.
Oh yeah,
you
it's
seen
been
that
a
movie?
while since I've seen it. But it's pretty good.
I mean, I need to see them. They made one called Tron. It was a really
Yeah.
like old, like 1970s,
Oh,
1980s
seriously?
movie.
How'd that even work? Because that has to have like tons of special effects. doesn't
Yeah,
it?
you got to see the trailer for it. It's
Oh,
it's
okay.
kind of
It's a
cheesy,
bit cheesy.
but
I can- I
it's
bet.
just kind of takes place kind of after that, I think.
Oh, okay.
And they had the same actor. Some of the same actors come back from way
Really?
back when.
Oh shit.
But just
that's
seeing
cool.
Tron Legacy, you could still like they did so well with the storytelling. You could still understand like
Yeah.
what it's about and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just think it was a fantastic movie. When I saw it in theaters, it was in 3D. It was amazing. But I still think that's one of the most underrated Disney movies ever made.
Ooh, Tron.
Tron Legacy.
I don't know about. Yeah, it probably is underrated.
But they were gonna make another one, but then they lost funding and
Really?
they didn't make it. But I still, that's one of the.
I mean, I don't
Better
know if
movies.
it was like that good though.
It was
We call
pretty.
it underrated.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, but it's been a while.
I mean,
So probably have to watch it again.
it's not one of the greatest, but it's definitely a good one.
Yeah. I need to watch it again sometime.
Yeah, we could.
I was thinking more something like Princess and the Frog is underrated.
Yeah, that
Because
was
that was
Hercules.
Oh, Hercules.
Not a
I
lot
don't
of
know if
people
that's
don't-
underrated though.
But I think it's underrated because people talk about Beauty and the Beast and
Oh yeah,
all that
those-
stuff.
The ones with Princess is
Yeah.
I mean,
Hercules, I really like Hercules. That one's pretty underrated.
yeah.
Okay, you want to know a really
Yeah,
underrated
it's
movie
super
that's not a Disney movie?
What?
Megamind.
Megamind. Oh yeah, it's
Megamind
on
is
Netflix
really
now.
underrated, yes.
I know. I watched it again like a couple nights ago. Like this is freaking amazing. This is great. I totally forgot about the opening sequence when he was like,
Here's
telling
my
his
day so
story.
far.
Yeah.
Went to jail, lost a girl in my
He's just
dream, and got my
boring.
butt kicked pretty good.
I know. He
I can quote
probably
that
could have been the hero if he like grew up where he's supposed to grow up. But then he's like, oh, I'm a good one. So
I don't know.
Really?
Because if he would have landed, I feel like if he would have landed in that mansion,
Yeah.
they would have been like, oh.
Ooh, what is this?
Because no one knows where. Because,
Yeah.
what's his name?
What's his name? Like the hero?
Yeah, the
of
hero.
Metrocity.
Metro Man.
Metro Man, yeah.
Metro Man wasn't going for the prison.
Oh, yeah.
He just hit him to the prison
Oh,
because.
yeah, that's true.
Um,
So maybe, what about if they both grew up? They just would have been, well, who would they fight, though? Nobody.
No one.
It would just be a dumb story.
Yeah.
Of them just, I don't know, just chilling. Maybe, what about, imagine if they were brothers, but then they, like, got pitted up against each other, like, got mad at each other, and Megamind was making all these crazy machines, and then Metro Man was just destroying them and stuff.
That's kind of what happens.
I know, but imagine
the movie,
if they were
except they're not
brothers, though. They grew up together.
That'd be
more
literally
emotional.
like not change the story.
But it would be more emotional, though, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
maybe.
I think.
But you just literally described the movie
I know.
except saying that they're brothers.
Be quiet, okay. Still a good movie, though.
Yeah, it was dang good.
Fantastic. Will Ferrell is good. Whatever.
Oh, you want to know another one?
What?
You might think I'm weird, but you remember the movie Sing?
Sing? Oh, yeah.
That one,
Of
I
course.
thought it was
I mean,
stupid.
yeah.
I thought it was stupid, but when I watched it,
Yeah.
it's actually
but
pretty good.
The songs they have actually are pretty good.
yeah. They
And
picked.
Scarlett Johansson does a good job.
Yeah, I didn't know that she was sang. She was pretty dang good.
Oh,
Singer.
yeah. She was that
The Porcupine.
porcupine, yeah.
Yeah, but
Rock
well,
star.
I remember we watched that at a movie night at my grandma's house, and I was like, "Oh, this is
Yeah.
gonna be stupid," but it was actually pretty good.
Oh,
I enjoyed
know,
it.
I like things that like surprise me like that. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm gonna hate this. They're like, what?
I remember Mr. Nelson talking about how him and his wife went to see what was that movie about where they adopted those kids?
I don't remember.
You know what I'm talking about?
The Blind Side?
No.
No.
Where
I don't
it
know.
was like, oh, what's his name? Mark.
Zuckerberg?
Huh?
Mark Zuckerberg?
No,
Oh,
the actor. Like
Mark.
I can't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember what the
But-
movie is, but they adopt like 3 kids
Yeah.
and stuff. And he said that he thought it was just gonna be a stupid movie because they were just gonna go see a movie. They didn't know which
yeah,
one.
they're just like.
And he thought it was gonna be stupid, but he actually said it was really, really hilarious. And it brought him out of his bad mood.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that is amazing. So shout out to all the people in the entertainment industry that can.
Yeah,
bring
when
you
your
out of a
movies
bad mood.
movies don't get recognized, we recognize you.
Yes.
Those are good movies.
The Flow Bros podcast will recognize you.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, we got about a minute 30.
We do?
Yes.
Oh, man. So our second 15 minute is up, so that'll make 30 minutes. What should we end on this? We should start talking about how we're gonna end the podcast. Once we get down to our last 15.
Gosh.
What about if we I don't know, do a backflip?
No.
And then I'll stand right here.
Okay, maybe we
Make sure
shouldn't
I'm
have did
in
this
frame.
in your attic because my hands
Why?
are sweating and I can't text.
Wait, is it hot in here? My attic will be way more hot than in here, I feel like.
No, well,
Maybe-
isn't this your attic? Or-
Oh yeah, this basically is. But my attic is in there.
Yeah.
So that's it. Should we end it? Let's start a new one.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, so far, so good.
Okay.
I was reaching for.
All right.
So
What
audio.
should we talk about next?
Oh, did you start it?
Yeah, it's going.
Oh, it's going. Okay, so this is our third round.
Yeah, it's already been about half an hour.
I know.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
So
We've been
it
talking
should be about 6
anything.
then. Yeah, it's basically 6 o'clock.
Yeah, so Dave's will be getting here soon, and we'll have something interesting actually to talk about once he gets here. maybe. Davis
Yeah.
is an interesting person.
Yeah, Davis is great.
He is great.
My gosh,
What?
there's something else.
Something about him.
No, Davis is fine. I like Davis, but
Oh,
like his
yeah.
grade, most of people
Oh,
his
yeah.
grade, they're just so
Yeah.
obnoxious and.
It's true. Maybe just because we're getting to that senior age, though. We probably
Well, no,
just
that's the
think that-
thing
we were
is,
probably like
the grade right below him,
that. Yeah.
I don't have a problem with.
Seriously?
Like they weren't annoying, and
Yeah. Well, I haven't even
'Cause-
really even interacted with.
I remember I used to have to walk by them, but like they were never annoying. They never screamed. Like you know how seventh
Yeah.
graders are, they scream and stuff.
Yeah.
But,
Oh,
like,
and during to your broadcasting.
I don't like the
people
grade below us
to
very well. Well, I mean, the grade below us is starting to become cool and stuff.
Yeah.
The Davis's grade is pretty much stupid, but then the grade after them, like I
They're
never
just
had a problem with.
It's
They're
just
fine.
whatever.
They're fine, and then
Oh,
and then
yeah.
after that, it just gets worse.
True. So
Like it made no sense.
Davis is going into 10th grade, right?
Yes, he's
So
gonna
the
be sophomore.
freshmen. Yeah. Like the freshmen on the football team, they're actually pretty cool. Like we got Case's little brother on there. We got Aiden.
Yeah, the
and a
freshmen
bunch of
coming up
people.
are pretty all right.
Yeah, I like the freshmen.
As long they better not ruin it though.
I know.
Like we're giving them a step up.
so much.
We're giving them a step up above everybody else. They better not
Yeah.
ruin it.
And now,
So
if
far they haven't. So far they haven't.
If they ruin it during football, I'm gonna bring out Dr. Broomstick.
Dr. Broomstick.
You know what that is?
Yeah, you told me about
Yeah,
it.
Jay.
Yeah, let's not talk about that on the
okay,
podcast.
yeah, you're right.
Can't spoil it, you know.
Yeah, you're right. Spoil it. I'll probably ruin his life. Okay, let's move on. Some interesting. Should we do conspiracy theories?
No,
I
that's
feel like
next
that-
episode.
Fuck.
We're saving that for Brock. Aren't we?
Yeah, you're right.
No, sorry, Kendall Gardner.
Kindergartner. Yeah,
I
why
don't
do
know.
we
Do
keep
people
calling him
know
Brock?
that he's Brock? His name, we call him Brock.
I don't know. Maybe his followers that are like out of town don't know. Like,
Well, I know.
Yeah,
In,
people that
in his
don't know.
videos where he collabs with other people,
oh, yeah, do they say?
do they say Brock? I'm pretty sure.
I thought.
I'm pretty certain they say
Yeah,
Brock.
the one with Tori and Karen, like Brecken just said Brock the whole time.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
Like nobody calls him Kendall.
Yeah. Well, because there's already a Kendall,
Oh yeah.
and we call him
Jones.
Kendall.
Kendall Jones, and there's Kendall Hunt.
Yeah. Is it? Do you say her name Kendall or is it Kindle?
It sounded the exact same.
Kendall
Kendall?
or Kindle?
Ken or Kin?
Because it's
Ken and
Kendall Jones is Ke,
Yeah.
and Kindle Hunt is
Kin-
Ky. But
Oh,
didn't
that's
she
true.
get mad or something saying it's a certain way?
I don't know. I don't really.
I can't remember if she said it was just like Kendall Jones's or if it's Kindle.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. We could bring her on here and ask her, bro.
We could
Just
get.
kidding. Kendall probably wouldn't want to do this.
I don't know.
Either Kendall's.
I bet Kendall Jones would.
Yeah,
I bet
he
he
probably would.
He probably would.
Yeah, he can get his brothers on here too.
Yeah.
At the same time, that would be wild.
Be a wild one.
Yeah.
But there's no swearing.
We're not swearing on our show. We can't swear or vaping on our show. Alright, no vaping while we
Oh yeah. So what's your favorite video game to play?
favorite video game? Ooh. Okay, remember how I said Modern Warfare 3 was a flop?
Yeah.
Well, I've been playing it on my PS3 lately. So
Oh,
right now,
yeah.
that's my favorite game. But it honestly sucks. I hate the campaign because it's like all that build up in Modern Warfare 2, you know?
Yeah.
Like to kill Makarov. And then in Modern Warfare 3, they made me fight for like 10 hours doing some boring missions. Like the missions really didn't do anything except it was like, shoot these people, go capture this person, save the president, you know? But it wasn't like anything like Ghost or anything where you
Have
got
you
to
finished
like
the campaign?
control dogs, yeah.
Yeah, you
And
kill
then-
Makarov.
Yeah, you kill Makarov, but I mean, and that was pretty satisfying. To kill Makarov,
The way they
like,
did it was
yeah,
definitely
it was awesome. Just through glass, and then he hangs himself. It's like, and then Price just takes out a cigarette, and that's it. That's pretty cool. But I mean, like, I wasted so much time. Like, I just want to kill him already.
You want to know people? You know when Call of Duty World War II came out?
Yeah.
You have that?
Oh, I might.
I think you
I
do. People said the campaign was terrible, but in
Really?
all honesty,
It was
I love the
great.
campaign.
Yeah, I haven't played it.
The
I should.
D-Day. I like how they started with D-Day.
Oh, they start with D-Day?
Yeah, have you not played it?
Heck yeah, I haven't.
Oh, you gotta
At
play
all.
it. They start with D-Day, and I think the best mission is the Battle of the Bulge
Oh.
on Christmas Day.
That'd be awesome.
And-
So they like actually do wars from that time era and stuff.
yeah, well, it's just
Like World
it's
War-
like you're a soldier on
So why would they think that's
going to
awesome?
Omaha,
Yeah.
and
That'd
it
be
it
awesome.
just takes you from D-Day
Mhm.
clear to where they reach Berlin, I think.
Yeah. So you're.
I haven't
actually
played it.
fighting
I haven't played it in a
Nazis.
long time.
You're fighting.
Yeah, you're fighting Nazis the whole time. It's not like World at War where you're on two fronts.
Yeah.
It's just, and it kind of has a map showing you.
Oh yeah.
And then there's one mission where you're part of the resistance in Paris,
Yeah.
and you have to sneak into this building and get an informant, and you have to,
Informant.
yeah. It's really
Okay.
fun because you can walk. There's tons of places you can walk around.
So you can just like walk around.
And you
don't
have to
be fighting.
Yeah. Well,
So
at
it's
the end
kinda
you start
like-
fighting, but
Oh.
you have to memorize certain things.
Seriously?
Like you have to memorize a fake name, a fake
Really?
where you're coming from, and fake what you're doing.
Bro, so it's like really in depth.
Yeah, and you have to
Like,
remember it. And if you don't remember it, you're screwed almost.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember I played that. I got
Spy.
that game. Or no, I got the game before I even got an Xbox One because
Yeah.
it came out before.
Oh.
When I got my Xbox, I set it up in my living room to get better Wi-Fi,
Okay.
and I played that thing that whole day.
I would
It was
too.
during Thanksgiving break, and
Oh.
when I got to that mission, I'm like, man, this is awesome. This is
But
awesome.
people are hating on it.
Yeah, people hated
I
it, but
freaking hate our hate culture nowadays, dude. Like, why does everybody
Yeah.
hate on everything? Like,
yeah, but the thing
honestly.
is with this culture these days is, if a popular person hates it, then a lot of people will follow it.
that's true. Yeah, like what's the instance of that? Like the Sonic movie.
Yeah,
I hear about
I
that.
bet that
Like,
Sonic
they
movie will
would-
be just
It
fine.
would have been fine.
I
But
bet
then
it'll
now
be
they're
just fine.
remaking, like the character.
Yeah, didn't they push the release back?
Yeah, because people were bullying.
Yeah,
it.
I'm
like,
sure. I'm
guys.
sure that movie would have been just fine.
Would have been. Why do people hate movies before they even come out? Honestly.
Oh, did you hear about the
Yeah.
Mulan movie?
Oh yeah, I saw it on Instagram. I'm like, whoa, I did not expect this.
But yeah, apparently they're taking a bunch of stuff out from the animated version. Like, there's not going to be that dragon. I can't remember his name.
Are you actually serious?
For the life of me, I
Mushu?
can't remember his name.
Mushu?
Mushu, yeah.
Bro, they're wait, why? Can't they just
Just-
CGI it? Like they
I don't
did
know.
Vegeta?
He's not going to be in there.
He's actually not. Like, is
And then
that
they're taking
confirmed?
something else out too, and I can't remember what it
Is
was.
that actually confirmed though? Like,
Yeah, it's confirmed.
Mushu's not gonna be in it.
Or unless they're just hiding it. Which,
Could
if
be.
they hid it and kept it, I'm sure that'd be a great movie.
Yeah, but I
But
mean, like,
It's live action.
he made like a lot of the movie though. Like, is that even Mulan anymore?
Yeah. I saw a thing that said cancel the dang movie.
Yeah, canceled him, just stop it all. Mushu's going in. But yeah, was the bug in it? Like, what would they?
I think the
even do?
bug's probably not in it either.
What would they do then? Would they just like have her fight?
Probably just
Guns.
do everything without.
It's kind of dumb. Is she even gonna be a girl anymore?
No, she's gonna be.
Yeah, is she gonna pretend to be a girl? I mean, a guy. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, she will.
That's probably the whole storyline, though.
Yeah.
Hate culture.
Yeah.
I hate our hate culture. See, now I'm hating.
Hating the hate culture.
Hate culture.
Reverse psychology.
Yeah,
man.
bruh. Oh my heck. Trap is wild. What else should we talk about, though? Something interesting. What do people want to hear? What do they want to hear from us, Cameron and Trevin?
Do we want to leak something?
Leak something. What would we leak?
Something that we're
We
going to be
have
doing in
leak.
TV broadcasting this next year?
Oh,
In December,
we
do you
should
know what I'm
kinda
talking
talk
about?
that. Yeah, we should like.
Or should we not leak it?
Where we should. It should be a surprise.
I was going to
At
say,
the same time, we should
what we
try-
did last December, I don't know if we can top what we did last December, you know,
Oh,
the Platt
yeah,
Diss-track.
this is Platt
I don't know if we can
Diss-track.
top what we're going to
That was
do.
the best thing we've done. But
Like,
it's
literally,
we
that
gotta-
was one of the most memorable things.
I know, but we can't do the same thing. We gotta do another one, but I mean, like, we gotta do another thing original.
Yeah.
Raise the bar. Like a prankster, like people who do prank channels, they gotta like keep doing better pranks.
Should we do a
like,
prank?
Change it now.
But yeah.
Prank teachers.
Literally, did I ever tell you when I was the end of year when I did this segment about what people's favorite segments were?
Oh yeah.
Literally, there was 3 answers, and 2 out of the 3 were something that we did.
Yeah.
If that shows you, not trying to raise our ego,
yeah.
but like if
No.
that shows you how good at what we're doing.
And that's how much work we're putting into it, man.
Yeah, that like
when
that.
we get into that class, we kind of do like get down to it.
Yeah, those diss tracks. How long did they take? We started at the beginning of October, didn't we?
Oh, and
Or no, it wasn't it September.
the planning like started even at the beginning of the year, didn't it?
Yeah.
I
Well, the
think,
first
like,
brainstorm
I
was when you
started-
made that thing. That was back in December. Or,
Oh,
no, it
yeah.
wasn't December. It was September.
Yeah.
September. You
And
made
I,
that
like, wrote
voiceover.
out some lyrics. Oh yeah, the voiceover.
The
that
voiceover
never
is what
aired,
started it.
but it never aired. Oh
Yeah.
man.
But I think October is when we started things.
Yeah. And we started writing stuff, and then I showed you my lyrics. And they were like, "We should change up a few things."
Well, yeah,
That was
because you
actually
didn't
good.
rhyme them.
I know, and I was just like going way too.
Like
fast
I'm
for
not
the
a
beat.
I'm not a rapper, but
But you know, things should
You-
rhyme.
you need to rhyme.
I don't even remember what the start of what I had was like. It was just like I was just saying it. I wasn't actually rapping.
Yeah, you were just
I was
basically
just
telling
like-
a story.
I was like telling the
You were
story
the-
with the beat behind
Yeah,
it.
you're telling a story with a.
With the beat.
It's like you're reading a book, and then
Yeah.
there's just a rap beat behind it. And you're trying to keep
That's
up with the
exactly-
beat, and
That's exactly what was going on.
that's. And then I was like, okay, let's
Let's
keep the idea's good. I was like, the idea's good,
The idea was perfect.
but we got to somehow rhyme it,
Yeah.
and so that's what we did.
And then it came out pretty good. But
And-
then...
Yeah, but hold on, before we go into that,
Okay.
the plan was to make that good, and so
yeah.
we were like, man, Cameron, that was actually good because
Yeah.
you'd made some of
I
those
had
raps.
horrible ones every single one I've ever done. Except the Thanksgiving one. People kind of like that. But
Yeah, well, I think people liked it because
it's so dumb.
But yeah, you'd made some raps before that. Can I be honest?
And-
Weren't
yeah,
that
to
good?
be bluntly honest.
Yeah.
Speaking,
They weren't good at all. They were bad.
they were bad.
And so I was hoping with this one they'd be like, "Man, Cameron, that was actually pretty good. Like you got the rhyming down and stuff." And
Yeah.
that's what happened.
Yeah,
'Cause I
and,
remember
like at the very start of the year,
I remember
like, Cameron's
going
working on his
into I forgot where I was, but you were there. Me and you were there. And there was like, "Man, Cameron, that was a good job."
Oh yeah, was it
There?
language arts?
No, that was a different.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it was language arts. It must have been the next day
Must have been.
because that aired on an 8A, and so
Yeah.
we probably weren't in the same class. But I remember. Was it Dixon saying Cameron? That was really
Maybe.
good.
Yeah.
I think it was Dixon. He was like,
It probably was.
he's like, Cameron, that was really good.
Send It Brothers. He's part of the Send It Brothers.
And then
Anyway.
the next week,
Yeah. Mrs. Platt, clap back! Oh man.
Mrs. Platt absolutely
Destroyed
ended
me.
your rapping career.
Oh no. I still have nightmares, man. Honestly, like
That couldn't have worked
I
out more
tried-
perfectly.
I know.
Do people know that it was all planned?
I hope so. I don't know. I
I feel like some people
Most
still don't know. Okay, if you
probably all
don't
the
know,
freshmen and all the
Yeah,
eighth
they
graders,
probably
they
don't.
probably like.
for those
That
of
was
you
awesome.
listening, I don't know if there'll be very many people
Probably
listening, but
nobody's
for those of you who are
listening
listening, if you don't know, those were not staged, but they were
Yeah.
planned. We planned that out, everything.
We talked to Mrs. Platt before.
Yeah, we talked to Mrs. Platt. He was a part of it. Cam was a part of
And
it.
at first she was like, maybe come back later, wasn't she? Like
Yeah.
that's kind of skeptical at first, but then she like kind of got into it. And while we were filming, she was like actually dancing.
Yeah, that
Yes.
you did the
Yes.
did the Jake
Yes.
Paul, and we're
I
like,
know.
oh, this is gonna be good. And
Yeah.
literally, I remember that next day, you weren't. I took TV broadcasting both days, and you only took it on the
Oh.
5B, right?
Yeah,
I remember that next day, I was editing it. I got halfway done, and class is about to end.
yeah.
I take off my headphones, unplug them, and turn on the speaker. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, guys, listen. And it was
Oh,
just
yeah.
a rough cut,
And, it was
and
like
everyone
a
was
magical moment.
everyone was dying.
Oh,
Because
my gosh.
like I had to speed things up, and you
Oh,
know
yeah,
it kind of
yeah,
made her
it
sound like a
kinda-
robot, but
yeah.
it kind of helped. It kind of sounded better.
I don't kind of sound like auto-tune.
Yeah, a little
Like
auto-tune.
one of those drug rappers.
But yeah, people they were. I remember Mr. Nelson was dying, and everyone
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
"Oh, that's so good."
Oh,
And then I
man.
finished it. We had to go re-record some stuff.
Yeah.
Final product. I remember listening to the thing right before it aired, and I was like, "Dude, this is
It's
gonna be
so
amazing."
good. I know. I love projects like that.
Literally, it was the first time ever that I couldn't sleep over morning announcements.
Yeah.
'Cause I was like,
honestly,
this is gonna be-
I'm so excited.
I
Like
was like,
Christmas
this is
morning.
good. That was one of the mornings where, like usually in the morning, like we have to go to school so early,
Yeah.
like it's hard to get up. I was up.
Just up.
I was up and I was out.
Yeah.
Like
I'm so ready for this.
I was like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be sick.
Yeah.
And it was right before. It was literally the day we got out for Christmas break, so people were
I don't
kinda
know. Think about it. All
hyped.
weekends would come back, and then
yeah.
oh man,
We were like, we got to end Christmas break somehow, and
yeah.
oh man,
And that
then-
class,
Yeah.
everyone. I was so embarrassing. I was just sitting back in my seat like this.
I remember Jimmy. He restarted. He's like, we
I
gotta
know.
watch that
He
again.
played it again. He played it twice. Oh my gosh.
Hold on, we gotta restart this real quick. Okay, we're on again.
We're on
But
again?
dude,
We're back.
we're back.
Okay.
Oh,
But that's so embarrassing. I was seriously
like,
like
everyone in the, that was all boys were in our class, right?
yeah,
And they were dying.
they were dying, and I knew all the lyrics and everything, and I knew it was gonna happen. But for some reason, I still like got that feeling in
Yeah.
my chest. I was like, oh gosh, this is all about
It's
me.
just, it's just like one of those
Everybody's
things where you know what's gonna happen, but you're
That's
still
gonna be-
like surprised.
Yeah,
But yeah, that. Oh man, that was
that was great.
because
Best product.
the logic was we were kind of scared that it was gonna flop because
Yeah.
like
so we worked so hard on it. Like,
yeah, but we're like the logic being is in all reality it can be as bad as it can be,
yeah.
but just the fact that she did
Did
it
it? Oh yeah,
was what
that's
made
true.
it so good.
That's true. We
But I
gotta do-
think what helped is that thing actually ended up being really good. So the fact that she did it put
yeah,
it over
made
the
it
top.
even better. Oh, true. That's kind of crazy to think about, honestly.
Yeah,
Like, we gotta do more projects like that where it's just the fact that we did it. But if we actually make it good, people like it even more.
Yes.
Imagine that.
The only problem is with those projects is that took like 3 months.
Yeah, so long.
That
So we
took
can't
us
do that
from
weekly.
the beginning of October,
Yeah.
and we were still editing it the day it was airing.
Yeah.
Just putting up final touches. That's how long it took.
That's probably the strength and the weakness of morning announcements. It's like, we gotta do it every week, so we gotta
Yeah.
make something every week.
If we did it like once a month, then they'd be really good. But the fact that we
will
get...
we become lazy, though, is the question.
Yeah, maybe, because there was people in that class last year that were really lazy.
Even though we're doing it weekly.
Yeah, but
Oh, and I know something else people want to see again.
What?
EHSPN.
oh yeah, just, yeah.
People want that again.
I don't know why that was so popular.
Me neither.
I was sitting there because I think we were in
People
charge
like-
of the sports segment, and
Yeah.
I was like, okay, we got to do something else because
I know.
I'm
We're
getting
doing
sick and tired of this
everything.
voiceover with some music and then some clips. That's all it
Yeah,
was.
That's the kind of ingenuity people need to have in like everything that we do.
Yeah.
But like we did something different finally.
Yeah, I
We
promise
can't be
we're not
doing
like
the same thing.
really cocky and
Yeah.
boosting our egos, but
but we're just saying
we're just
speaking
stating
truth.
Yeah.
This podcast is about speaking truth.
Yes.
Should we have like a name for this podcast? Actually, like not just the Flow Bros podcast.
Yeah,
but,
we'll
like,
figure that out.
yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, back to the thing. EHSPN.
We just
What was I gonna say? Yeah, that changed things, and of course we had haters,
oh yeah.
and people
Like
hated the.
soda.
Yeah, people hated the diss track too. But honestly, in all reality,
People hate it.
it was good. I knew it was good. It was just
So,
there's
honestly-
people that'll always hate. There's always going to be haters.
yeah, that's true.
But the reason that they hate is either
It's like too popular, or
yeah.
Yeah.
I think the number one reason why people hate is because they know that they can't do it.
oh yeah, that too.
Is
Like
there?
you know, especially like on baseball and stuff. That's why people are like.
Yeah, that's people why
"Ew,
people
soda."
hate baseball.
like because they can't hit a ball probably.
Yeah, I
or
was gonna
throw.
say you try to go out there and hit a
Yeah.
Kiesel pitch.
Oh man, a Kiesel pitch.
Try taking a
They
Kiesel
wouldn't
pitch to
even
the back.
get- yeah, they wouldn't even get in the box probably.
Yeah, as soon as they'd see Kiesel, they would dodge. And Kiesel, if you're hearing this, mad respect to you
Yeah,
because,
no respect,
dude,
Kiesel.
you are a stud.
Legend.
Same with Bryson Barnes. Even though they beat us, I still have respect for Bryson Barnes. He's a stud.
Yeah, but
Can't-
not the rest of the people on the Milford team.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Those two, Kiesel, he's a stud. I like
yeah.
him.
Should we talk about sports on this podcast?
Sure.
Like just stuff that's happened.
For those
We could.
of
Just
you
like
that don't
the
know,
state.
we took second place at state.
Should we
for
tell them
baseball.
like everything like deep what happened? Because like not everybody knows what
Okay,
happened
should we go
inside
into
the
that?
dugout of state.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
okay,
like the
should
first
we?
game.
Where should we start?
I don't know. Should we start at the beginning of the tournament or like the
play-ins?
final game? Yeah,
Probably the
play-ins.
beginning of the play-ins or tournament.
Yeah. So, starting at the plains, where did we go?
We went to
really
Duchesne.
far. Yeah, Duchesne.
Because well, the
We
thing is,
ranked
we
up
were
there.
third in our region
Yeah,
because we had some pretty unlucky games, and so we went to Duchesne, and
that's so far. away.
Duchesne in baseball is not that good.
Yeah, and we
I mean,
just
they're
went
good
up
in their
there.
region, but
Yeah.
their region's not that good.
We went up there,
And they were number one in their
both
region.
The games, both games, we just
And we
kept hitting
played.
home runs too.
Yeah, we played Millard because
Yeah,
what happened was there's not very many teams in 2A, and so there was only 3 teams. Instead of 4 teams, there's only 3 going. And the very first game, whoever lost that game was done for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
And we played Millard, and Millard had just come off a really hot streak to end the season.
Yeah,
And so we
they
pitched
were,
our
like,
best pitcher
really-
against him, and we beat him 10-0. Mercy rule. Is that what it's called?
I think
10-run
that's-
rule.
Yeah, 10-run rule. I think.
Yeah,
that's
we
what-
beat him in
and
5
so
innings.
Duchesne got like really scared. I feel like they just
Yeah,
like,
I think Coach Bundy said
they're already
that,
like, oh, we're gonna lose.
after the first, we scored 2 runs in the first inning
Yeah.
without them recording any outs, and they said the Duchesne kids on the team were like, "Oh, jeez, we're screwed."
Yeah,
And we
So
beat
they
them
were-
11-0 in 5 innings,
Yeah,
and then we went home, and
And your boy hit a home run.
yeah, Cam hit a
Yeah.
home run,
Yeah, that
struck
was
out
great.
2 times. Just kidding.
But
But literally, honestly-
I did.
But you hit a home run, so that basically
Does it
takes care
cancel
of it.
out? I don't know. I feel like. one
I mean, if
home
I
run
struck
probably
out then hit a
struck
home
out.
run, I'd probably forget about the strikeouts.
I don't know, man.
I mean,
It's
you
different.
crushed. That was the farthest home run hit that day. You know,
Yeah, it was.
that ball was
I don't know.
crushed.
I got lucky.
I mean, as soon as off the
I
bat, I was
just
like,
put
"Oh,
the
that's
bat out there.
gone."
I just put the bat out there. But your home run too during our JV tournament.
We played on a
That's a good
small
one.
field, Cam. You gotta remember
So that was kind of a small field too.
that. Yeah, it was kind of.
Yeah.
But I mean, yours was crushed. It was.
That's all right.
It's just as soon as you hit it, I was like, "Oh, that's gone."
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's crazy.
Okay,
But we gonna-
and then going into the state tournament, we were playing Gunnison, and they're ranked number 1 in the state.
yeah.
Before we go on, I want to say we had this little. At the beginning of the season, I started this little. It wasn't a cheer, but it was like kind of a celebration.
Oh,
And anytime someone got a base hit, we'd wave
yeah.
our hands up. I don't know how to explain it over audio.
yeah.
But
For
we were
those
just, it was
listening,
almost like, kind of like imagine your hands are wet and you're trying to shake them off. Like you do that,
Exactly,
but it's like
that's
just
it.
above your head.
Yeah.
And that was just
Trying to get 'em
I just
dry.
started doing that. Like, it's a celebration for
Most people
getting a
know
base
about
hit.
that.
And at the beginning of the season, everyone thought it was stupid.
Yeah. But then.
And then come to
Yeah.
state, and all of a sudden it's the most popular
Everybody
thing.
starts.
Yeah.
And
I'm like, oh,
other
it's
teams
not
are
stupid.
like doing it.
no, Milford was doing it because they beat us.
Milford, yeah.
But, we, yeah.
Makes me mad.
We played Gunnison Valley, and they were ranked number 1 in the state, and they're pretty dang good. They had
Yeah.
Kiesel.
Kiesel.
Kiesel's from Gunnison, and he throws really hard. He's really good. And then they had another pitcher called Parks Bartholomew, and he was a lefty, and he was just an all-around good pitcher. And we had to get through them, and Gunnison
So we
started.
just went through them.
Yeah,
we just
Gunnison.
destroyed
The
it.
Gunnison coach asked the North Superior coach, and they said, "Would Kanab struggle against?"
Davis is coming.
He is. Okay.
Yeah.
He said, would Kanab struggle against a lefty or a righty? And Kanab was on the other side of the bracket. So basically what they were saying is they thought that they were just going to beat us and move on. And so we weren't going to let that happen, and we beat them 10-3.
Yeah.
And
that was
we-
great.
and they
Such
pitched-
a good win.
They pitched Parks Bartholomew, who was supposed to be unhittable, and we wrecked him.
Yeah. And we just stayed up that whole tournament. After that,
Yeah.
it's just like.
And
We
every
can do
base
this.
hit, everyone was doing the
Yeah.
celebration, and it was hyped.
Yeah. And
We
it
were
was super
screaming
hype.
and-
That was good. And we need another, maybe a new thing for our senior year.
No,
You think?
I'm still doing
Keeping
this.
it?
I'm
Yeah.
still doing this.
Yeah. Just like Bodie's older brother, Deli and those guys that did the ee
The
after the after the
That kind of got annoying.
it did because
Like, really annoying.
Kyle's son did it and Bodie did it whenever there's a ball like
Yeah.
nice
Yeah, okay. Anyway, and then we
Yeah.
played. Well, and then we stayed and watched Kanab play Milford in the other side of the bracket in the quarterfinals. And Kanab goes out and scores 8 runs in the first inning.
Mhm.
And then after 1 inning, it was 8-1.
Yeah, it's a
And-
crazy game.
And Milford ended up winning 13-12, scoring, was it 4 runs in the
Yeah.
bottom of the 7th?
So crazy. And like I
And they
I wasn't paying that much attention until like that happened and it was like
I was
what is
watching.
going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I was watching the game, but then it just got crazy, you know. It's like you're glued to it. Like I was kind of on my phone, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's another game. Then
We all thought
happens.
Kanab was going to win.
Yeah, I'm like,
Kanab should
Kanab's
have
gonna
won.
win. And then all of a sudden, they just kept messing up, and it's like, what?
Well, it was the
What's
third
going on?
baseman.
Yeah, he just
made,
kept
like, 5
messing
errors.
up. Like that should not have happened, honestly.
Yeah, anyway. And so Milford moves on to play us, and Milford had beat us. We hadn't beat Milford. Milford beat us twice during the regular season. And so we pitched. Hunter told us? Yeah, it was
I
Hunter
think it
told
was
us.
Hunter.
I don't know why I thought that, but
Yeah.
Hunter goes out there and throws a gem. We
Yeah.
beat Milford 8-1. And of course, we're still doing the celebration, and
Yeah,
we're getting in
that's
their.
great.
We're not really getting in their
In their
faces, but
heads.
we're getting in their
Yeah,
heads.
Yeah, so they did come back.
So Milford has to turn around and play Kanab again because Kanab
Yeah.
beat 2 people.
Yeah,
They
then we
beat
got to
Parowan and Gunnison.
Yep.
And Kanab ends up getting shut out, and we play Milford in the championship.
Yeah. Oh, and we got to watch some softball games because we won too.
Yeah.
That was great. Yeah, we
And
got
it-
to see the sophomore girls
Yeah.
wreck.
That's kind of what sucked. Anyway, let's.
What?
hold on. I'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
But and then we go to the state tournament or the championship, and in the bottom of the 6th, we were down 5-4, and
Yeah, we were like.
no, it was 4-3, I think.
Yeah, we were getting ready. We're like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. if
And
we
then
win.
no, hold on, and
Oh.
then we did a squeeze play and tied the game, and then we stayed with it. and We scored 3 runs to take a 3-run lead.
Yeah.
And then we go out there, and the kid hits it inside the park grand slam. And after he
Yeah.
crosses the plate, he turns around to our dugout and does our cheer, or does our celebration in our
Makes me
face.
so mad. Makes me so mad.
We lost that game by, was it 2
I was
runs?
standing right there when he did it too. He was like right there in front of me. Yeah, so I was catching. It was
So,
like,
yeah. And then, long story short, we have to play Milford again because we lost, and Milford ends up
Yeah.
beating us.
Oh, we thought we could go through clean. I think we got. I don't even know what happened. Honestly, we did really good. It was just like. Maybe
Just that
pitching.
happens sometimes. Well, our Enterprise, we did the same thing to Beaver back in 2011.
We did.
Yeah, we we came in through the lose. We played them in the semis and
yeah.
lost, and had to play another game, and then played them in the championship and beat them twice.
Yeah, that would suck. I mean, that's good to be the team that comes back.
Yeah. We should have won, is the thing. But honestly, no matter which way you look at it, you have to give props to Milford for
Yeah.
not giving up.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure they would have given up after we tied the game, and most teams would. They would, once we tied the game on the squeeze
So yeah,
and
maybe they
taken the 3-run lead, they probably would have given up.
Yeah, they do deserve it.
Yeah, they definitely deserved it because they fought for it. But my gosh, if you don't think that we're coming for blood next year,
Oh, yeah.
you got another thing coming.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna
Warning
win
to
whether
all you
we're gonna win if
teams
it
out
kills
there.
us.
Yeah. Literally do anything. Like, I don't even like see the ball as like an option to like strike out on anymore. I just see it as like, okay, it's coming in. I'm gonna hit it, no matter where it's at. Well, if it's a ball, I'm not gonna swing, obviously. But it's like, I'm here to hit the ball, not to see where it's coming in. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind
Yeah.
of like a change in mentality.
One thing is one thing I do is people like to say watch the spin and try to pick up the ball.
Yeah.
I'm just like I said, I'm just trying to hit the ball.
Yeah,
even
honestly.
if I'm out like
Ball.
way in front, I'm trying to hit it.
Yeah. And honestly, I like the choking up thing too. That's
I don't
helped me
like
out
that.
so much.
I don't like
You don't like that?
I don't do
I
that.
don't know, I think it took me. I don't
But
know.
yeah. One thing that helped me at the beginning of the season, I was struggling. I struck
Yeah.
out all the time.
Yeah.
I think one thing that helped me is during then I was just saying to myself, "Oh, don't strike out, don't strike out." Then I'd strike out,
Yeah.
and so I kind of just got the. Finally, I just had enough. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna go out there and swing the bat."
Yeah.
And that's when I went, and I think I went like 20 something odd at bats
Yeah.
without striking out. I got out some of the times, but I didn't
'cause
strike
that's
out.
gonna happen no matter what. You can't.
And I
like,
changed
help
my
it come
stance,
out.
and when I changed my
Good.
stance, I think that solidified it because
Yeah. There's just little things that you can change.
yeah,
during
the little
season.
things is what changes
And
everything.
then once you get to state, I feel like you can't change anything though. You gotta be like,
Yeah,
'cause
you
you
have
already-
it's
you
there
already
or
know.
nowhere.
yeah.
So yeah. Oh, should we talk about basketball, boys basketball team from last year?
Should
How
we?
everyone's expectations with them was in the basement,
Yes.
and then by the end of the season, we
Holt's-
were Ryan Holt brought us out of the grave, man.
Heck yeah.
Hold on, we're about to end it. I'm just gonna. We don't have enough time. I'm just gonna stop
let's
and.
What? Just like Ghost, me and my gang are the coolest characters in the game. We're so wild, we're so insane. We'll put 10 shots in your brain. I am Batman, you are Bane. Make you walk home with a cane. You best stay in your lane. Predator missile, then a rain, yeah.